Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Um, I wanted to come on today because number one, I haven't been on in a while on Instagram, I should say. There's been a lot of eventful things going on. I'm in my front yard. I know we're usually in my backyard, but I'm in my front yard today. Yeah, this is my yard. Hello. Hey, how are you? So look, today I want to talk about time. I want to talk about it. That's something that I have been kind of meditating on for the last maybe week. Just thinking about the essence of time, the concept of time. Here in this life, I swear, here in this life, we have a lot of constructs. We have a lot of clocks. We have a lot of, we talk about the biological clock. We talk about, I need time to do this. I need time to do that. I'm planning for this and I'm going to do this on next year. And, I don't have a lot of time to do this. I don't have a lot of time to do that. I got to rush to do this. All of this stuff. I'm running out of time and all of this stuff. But this concept of time, I swear, is an illusion. This concept of time is whatever you make it. Okay? What do I mean? Okay. So when we talk about time, of course, we talk about present time, past time, and future time, right? Past things, current things that's happening right now in real time, and then future, what's to come, right? But we are our own life's creators, okay? We are. And, a lot of things things in the past, of course, as we learn, even from school, past tense, things in the past, they've already occurred, right? So if they've already occurred, that means that they're gone. They're dead. They're over with, finished, no residue of it at all. It's a sealed case, locked vault, all of those things, but for some reason, in our present day, when we remember, right? Because when you remember, you automatically return back to the past. You have to return to the past to even remember and divulge some details of the event that occurred. Your mind got to go back there to pinpoint the details. Your emotions got to go back there. Say, for instance, it was something that was heartfelt or something that was sad, something that was tragic, whatever the case. Your entire being has to go back to the past. The only thing that has not returned back there physically is your physical self. But every other essence of you, every other part of you must return back to the past in order to remember. It's an again action. It's means to do over and again, again. So you're literally, when you are remembering, you're reliving, which means that what was once in the past has now been catapulted to your present. Which is why a lot of times we struggle with letting go of things. A lot of times we struggle with, hey brother, a lot of times we struggle with forgiveness. A lot of times we struggle with, the thought of, rejection or abandonment that happened in the past. A lot of times we struggle with, hurt and all of those things. Why? Because it's a problem for us to let it go. Why? Because we are not leaving past things in the past. When we remember hurts, when we remember traumas, when we remember tragic situations, when we we are literally doing them again. We are literally bringing the past that was supposed to be dead and gone to our present moment. So it's no longer past. It is current. It is present. When we reopen that sealed case. So when you say, I'm over it, it's done, it's a done deal, I forget about it, I'm done with it. Are you really meaning that? Because I know myself, listen, I know myself, I've done this a couple of times where I've regurgitated, that's the perfect word. I've regurgitated things that are supposed to be dead and gone. How many times have you dug up that same dead body just to recollect the details of it? I mean, come on. We're talking about time here. We're talking about how time is an illusion. Time is what you make of it. Time is your creation. Time is up to you. Right? How many times have we said that we were over such and such, or, whatever the case, or over this thing, or over this person, or over this event? But every time we think about it, every time it comes across our minds, you know what I mean? Right, Jonathan. He says for too many times for no reason at all. So is it really that person is just steadily hurting you, or is it really you hurting yourself by remembering that person? Because honestly speaking, let's be real. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. Some of the, like our past hurts, so let's say relationships, old relationships. Every time we think about that old relationship and that old thing that person did when we were together with them, and no matter how long it was, how long ago it was, that person probably long gone, living their very best life, ain't thought about you in no sense of the word, okay? But every time you think about them, it's like it grips you. It's like, it's like it kind of halts you right where you are. You start to relive and re-feel some of those emotions that you felt when you were with that person, or when the tragedy happened, or when the upset happened, or whatever. You relive it. It's like you go through it over and over. Okay, Jonathan says, I think it's a practice of saying we let go, but not really, because we miss something from the experience, or to hurt to get over it. So you miss something from the experience. So it's no longer a past thing if you're currently still missing elements of it. It is still your present. It's not the past. It is your present, which it explains why when we want to move forward in a new relationship, we can't because we're already in one. Whoa. I swear I didn't think about that or say that before until now. Whoa. We are incapable of moving forward. Yes, distractions. Yes, we're incapable of moving forward in a new relationship because we are still in one. Whether the other person know it or not, we're still in that relationship. Why? Because that relationship still got a hold on us. Let's talk about like things, terrible things that happened to us in the past. Trauma, right? At the age of 15, I write about this in my first book. At the age of 15, I dealt with the rape situation. My very first introduction into sexuality, okay? If I were to continue to relive that event, I would not have been capable of opening myself up to love again. Why? Because I would still right now today be a victim of rape. I would still right now today be left for dead in that circumstance. Right now today, I am so not 15. Let me tell y'all something. I am far from 15. But right now today, at my age, in my 40s, I would still be 15 and a rape victim if I didn't leave that in the past. If I did not heal from that. You understand what I'm saying? Concept of time. Time is an illusion. Time is what you make it. Okay? I met my higher self in 2020. And daughter told me, you don't bend to time. Time bends to you. Period. You have all the time in the world. What you do with it is up to you. Period. It's flat out just like that. Now let's go to the future, shall we? Let's go to the future. We say in a year's time, we're going to do this. In 6 months, we're going to do this. In 2 years, I'm going to do this. It's just like past. How about We already put ourselves up there by bringing future to present and saying, I'm already this. This is already done. Instead of saying it's going to be, it is already. And let whatever concept of future meet you in the present. How about that? How about you, just like you're able to catapult your past to your present, you're absolutely able to catapult that future into your present too. It's all about what you say and how you say it. It's all about your mindset. It's all about how you conceptualize time. You are the creator and the cultivator of your life. I have a tattoo that says create yourself. You know how you do that? By altering your mind and how you used to do things. Altering your words and how you used to speak things. Altering your eyes and how you used to see things. Altering your heart and how you used to feel things. You understand what I'm saying? Altering your body and how you used to do things. All of that. Altering your hands and how you used to sculpt things. We are our own life's creators. What we decide right now today is what's going to happen in our lives. Period. Time is such an illusion. There is no time and then there's all time. It's both. But it's all up to you. That's what it is. It's both. It's none and it's all. It's all up to you. So when you say that I'm over it or it's done or it's a done deal or whatever, practice normalizing, sealing it. Meaning never to mention it again. That's what happens when you forget a thing, when you forgive a thing, when you move away from the thing. Listen, I had my uncle, let me see, the most recent, my uncle who partly raised us, he passed away this past August in Chicago. And, he wasn't buried. We had an open casket, but then right after he went into the cremation. Do you know that if he were to step outside of that urn, it would be a whole problem? You know why? Because when we released him, when we said goodbye at that funeral, and when he went into the fire to be cremated, it was done. It was done. Will we miss him in the present day? Of course. However, that chapter is over. So if we keep reliving this, then we can't bury him. He's no longer buried. We keep resurrecting him and bringing him back by steadily remembering tragedy and stuff like that. Take the good and push forward. Take the good. That is the beautiful thing about being connected, but not being attached. I'm so inspired by my aunt, because his wife, my aunt, my blood aunt, my mom's baby sister. Because although yes, she will miss her husband. Absolutely. Who wouldn't? They've been married since I was 5 years old. But at the end of the day, my aunt literally said, I still have life and I'm going to live it. I still have life and I intend on living it. She loved her husband, undoubtedly, authentically, wholly, nothing missing, nothing broken. But once she buried her husband, she chose to continue to live. She could not do that if she was still mourning the death of her husband. He's no longer dying, he's dead, which means it's over. Which means she chooses to move forward. That's how you walk away from past and not allow past to interject and control your present. Okay? We have to make a practice of doing so. We really, really do. Time is an illusion, people. It's an illusion. Time is what we make of it. That's it. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. So what you're saying won't happen until here, there, and the next. Bring it to your present. Say it's already done. It's not a lie. No, you're just bringing your future into your now. And when you decide to do this, this is another thing. When you decide to do this, don't come off of it. And don't let other people who have yet to understand what time is bring you back to your past, present, and future situation. When you decide in yourself that it's done, when you decide in yourself that my future is not future, I'm not waiting to get somewhere. I'm bringing that somewhere to me now. I'm not waiting to get to my degree. I'm not waiting to get to my business. I'm not waiting to get to my love and relationship. I'm not waiting to get to my financial freedom. I'm not waiting to get to my opportunities. I'm not waiting to get to my, my children. I'm not waiting to get to my very best life, my very best self, my very best health. I'm not waiting to get to anything. That is now. It's already here. So not only are you're bringing that future into right now, your present day, but you're calling it now. You're speaking it now. You're living it now. You're operating out of it now. Your mind has aligned with it now. So now what's to come is already here. Time is an illusion. Time is what you make it. Time is what you make it. So if you want to wait for something to happen, wait. Keep it in the future. But if you want things to happen for you now, speak it now and then let future find you in your present. Boom. Align with it now and let future find you here in your present. Let future come to you in the present. That's what happens. That's how you attract. You want to know how to really manifest? That's how you do it. You want to know how to really attract something? That's how you do it. Stop waiting and be. Stop waiting and be. Stop waiting and have. Stop waiting and do. Present day. Present day. It's all up to you, though. You don't bend to time. Time bends to you. You call it what it is, and so it shall be. All right? I love you all. I mean it. There's absolutely positively nothing you can do about it. Don't you even try it. Y'all have an amazing, amazing, amazing day. Have it now. Don't wait to have it. Make it now.